welcome to today's video on Dr. Chan's GCSE Total Recall System and what is actually covered in the book itself, because I'm getting so many lovely comments from people enjoying my memory tips, but also enjoying the fact that I actually show you what's inside the book, because I don't know if you're like me, I don't want to just buy things and I don't know what's inside. So I've done another video on this where I've covered what's inside, but it's been so popular I thought I'll do another one today as well. So Dr. Chan's GCSE Total Recall System basically shares with you 3 memory techniques, which by the way isn't just appropriate for GCSE, it can be for anything. It can be for GCSE, for A-levels, it can be for university degrees, or if you've got to do a presentation for it. It can actually, these memory techniques are not exclusive to GCSE, and that's the reason why I wish Dr. Chan had changed the title on this one, because to me it's a total recall system that you can use from age 8 to 88. In fact, my mum uses these systems all the time and she's 80 and she can still recite the periodic chemical chart that I taught her I don't know how long ago. Alright, so basically what is in the manual itself? Well, there are 3 memory systems, and let's just page through so I can show you it in a bit more depth. The first one is what we call the alphabet system. Okay, Dr. Chan's alphabet system. Now this particular one is good if you want to learn something short term. So if you've got just a quick test next week, or you've got a one-off presentation or something like that, this can be a brilliant system to use, because it's what you use for something you don't need to know for very long, but nevertheless it's a quick way of learning it. And what you basically do is you code up the alphabet, and for each letter of the alphabet you would actually attach an item. So for example, A might be an ant, B might be a ball, C might be a cow. It doesn't matter, you decide. But what you do is you spend some time then coding up every letter to an image, and that is what you will always, those images you will always use then for the alphabet system. So it'll take a little bit of coding initially, but once you've actually coded it, that'll be with you for a lifetime. And then what you do then, if you've got a list of facts to learn, like number 1 on the list will always be A. So if you've got an ant, you will attach an ant to whatever is your first item on the list. Your second item on the list will always be whatever B is. So, for example, if your second item on the list was, let's just think it's boron. Let's just think of something off the periodic table, boron. You'd have to link them, whatever the B is, the second letter of the alphabet item, which we'll say was a ball, you'd have to link ball and boron. That's what he does then. He teaches you how to link whatever you've coded up your alphabet, whatever images you've used to code up your alphabet, to remember a list of information. But that is just for short term, because what you do then, as you need to learn another list, you erase that sort of, and then you start a new list. So this is for temporary memory measures. The next 2 in there then are for when you want to learn something long term, because what these memory techniques do, all of them involve changing things into images, because it's a fact that when you learn something as an image, it will go in easier and it stores to your long-term memory, meaning that it'll be, with a little bit of practice, it'll be there forever, for however long you want it to be. So the next one then is about sequential story linking, or he calls it SSL. And what he does with this, he teaches you how to go through a portal and to create a little story linking, like that particular one there was relating to the moons of Jupiter. And he teaches you how to use this portal and story of images to remember the moons of Jupiter. Alright, he also gives you some quick SSL facts regarding to maths. Can you see that's got about the hypotenuse of the triangle, and it's got about sin, cos and tan as well. Alright, so that's SSL, story sequential system. The final one, and the one I use the SSL as well, but this is the one I use the most, I've got to be honest, and that's the rooms of the mind. It's not something new. The Chinese and the Greeks and the Romans all used this method, and they were always classed as having very good memories, and it was simply by knowing a simple technique like this. Again, Dr. Chan does it slightly differently to how I do it. He teaches you how to go into different rooms, storing images in there, and then you can learn chunks of information. And you just furnish things in your home with images and clues that will help you to remember then facts. Like he teaches you how to learn about the human eye using this method. Because I did a video on that the other day actually, about the eye. He teaches you how to remember some physics facts by using this system of going through a portal and attaching different images to different furnishings in your room. He teaches you how to remember dates. That's a great one. Again, I've got videos on how you use all of these memory methods. I mean, you can do it by rhyme, you can do it by association of images or what the numbers look like. And he also, as a bonus then, teaches you how to memorise a pack of cards using these 3 memory techniques he shows you in the book. So it's really fun, because if you've got children, like my daughter was reluctant with learning, she's still not keen on the learning bit. She's very clever, but she doesn't like the revision bit at the end. So what this does, it makes learning more fun. It makes it easier to remember, quicker to remember. More than that, once they learn it once, it will put it'll store all the important facts into the long-term memory, meaning that when they go into the exam, it's going to be almost like cheating. Because what they're going to be able to do is, if they have a mental block, like say for example I was using the surroundings around me here, if I knew for example I had certain items attached to the couch, I'd know in my mind, right, let's go to the couch, what images did I have on the couch? Ah, that's what I want there. It might have been boron, or it might have been calcium there, or whatever. Alright, so that's just a brief insight. Another one, because I say my others have been so popular, I thought I'll do another one for you. But that's basically an insight to how you actually use 3 different memory techniques within the Dr. Chan's GCSE Total Recall system to remember chunks of information, lists and numbers and dates. And trust me, once you try this, you'll always use it. Alright, I've got loads and loads of videos on this one. If you just pop into the Dr. Chan playlist, that's on my playlist, and you'll see a whole range of videos that actually demonstrate how I personally use these. I tweak them myself, and you'll find the more you use them, you can use Dr. Chan's, which is a brilliant way of doing it, or you can adapt it like I do and use your own method, or get your child to come up with a different method. But the principle is always the same. It's where you put in difficult or lists of information and transferring it into images, which are a lot easier to remember and store. And when they go into the exam, they'll almost feel like they're cheating, because they'll have all this information at their fingertips. All right, now as ever, I just want to be transparent and say that I'm going to pop my link at the bottom to if you want to actually purchase this. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so absolutely nothing to lose by trying it out. I don't want to jinx myself now, but I don't ever have any sort of returns taken from my account, so I'm trusting that when I share it with people and they trust in me and buy it, they must be pleased. And also, I just want to make you aware that if you do click on my link and purchase via my link, there is a chance I could receive an affiliate commission. But rest assured, you'll pay exactly the same for the book. It won't cost you any more whatsoever. It's just that the product owner will actually pay me direct for any eligible commissions. Alright, so that's it for today's insight into Dr. Chan's GCSE Total Recall system and the 3 techniques contained in there. Hope you found it useful. As ever, please pop a comment on the bottom if you have. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and then you'll be notified of any future videos I make on this. Alright, thanks. That's it for today. Bye for now.